Hey, what's up, people? About to go in the gym. Just went to Wawa to get something to eat. And 2009. So if you didn't know, my grandfather passed away that year. My grandfather on my dad's side, because I never met my grandfather on my mom's side. I don't think my mom. I don't really talk to her about her parents. My mom is a foster kid, and she didn't really build a relationship with her biological mother until she was 12. So her biggest bond was with her mother, who died 2 years before I was born. She died. So we have, on my mom's side, we have this family curse where, and it's actually real, where because it's crazy how my mom's a Christian, but she said curse because she doesn't. As a Christian, I thought you're not supposed to believe in curses, but I believe in curses, but I'm not a Christian. I believe in God, but I don't believe. But I also believe in bad luck. I believe in curses. I believe in a lot of things, man. You know, I just don't believe in magic. But anyway, on my mom's side, every year somebody is born, somebody dies. So, 1993, my brother was born. My mom's biological mother and her foster mother died. The foster mother died in a car crash, and what do you call it? Yeah, the mom died of, I think, cancer. She was like throwing up blood or something. I think it was cancer. 2009, my cousin on my mom's side, on her sister's side. So check this out. The biological mom that died, she is suspected of having relations with white guys. That explains my aunt's like appearance. Her skin tone is very light. Her hair is very curly. I don't call her like a half aunt. We had a pretty good bond, so I call her just an aunt. But her daughter is very like fair skinned too. Is light skin. It's kind of like in between light skin and brown skin. They had a child with her husband. I called him a little bit of a simp. He is a simp sometimes. They had a child 2009, and my aunt, my mom's great aunt, which was her mother's sister, died of old age. She had Alzheimer's. 2023, my brother finds out about his daughter that he didn't know about for 3 years. I almost died of drugs, but I was given a second chance, whether you believe me or not. So I don't know, if somebody makes life, does that mean that we gotta take a life? Is that what it is? I don't know. But my grandfather died, and I meant that curse is only on my mom's side of the family. Now my grandfather died of old age. He died at the age of 92. He witnessed a black president for 2 months, which doesn't really mean anything. Like I said, he died in a nursing home because my dad, you know, he didn't want to really deal with it anymore, because grandpa, and I had a bond with my grandfather. He stayed in an apartment not too far from his, let me think, his house that he owned was about, I think, about North Philly. So it would have been 10 minutes, like a 20-minute walk, because his neighborhood, it wasn't too bad. See, I haven't been around there now. I'm not from North Philadelphia. I don't have no business being there because of the violence. But when my grandfather grew up in North Philly, understand, these were blacks from the South coming there, and it was a different time then. Now North Philly is known for like drugs and crime, because don't get the perception that it's all just a good area. No, but when I'm like 50 years old, it should be what it once was when it originally was just all white. It's going to get back to that one day. But Sorry, just ate. My grandfather, he sometimes stayed over our house, and like I said, sometimes he would use my brother's bed or my bed. If it was two people staying over, like my cousin Junior, we were pretty close, and he was a lot older than me. He was in his 60s. He would stay in our room, and we would go downstairs like 2006 when this was going on, and we would just stay in the basement, stay up until like past 2 o'clock in the morning, watching Adult Swim, the Boondocks, and watching playing video games. But the fucking girlfriend, one time she gonna fall asleep on the couch downstairs because she was just a real buzzkill. But when the grandfather died, and I didn't really start crying until really the midst of the funeral, because we stayed at his house when 9/11 happened, and he wasn't far from our school. We stayed with him until our mom got us. I don't remember 9/11. I don't remember. Because I told you, for when they asked us that question in 5th grade, what happened on September 11th, 2001, and the kid said, I started preschool. I was in the I thought they were asking us like what happened to us that day. That's what the question like, what happened on September 11th, 2001. It's like them asking you what happened on Christmas of 2002 for you. Oh, the last best Christmas ever. I said I started kindergarten. I said kindergarten, but it was really 1st grade. But I was like, I started the 1st grade. I was in the 1st grade. This kid Eugene said that, and I was the only one that didn't laugh because I wrote down the same fucking thing. But our grandfather passed, and the girl in our house wore jeans and a black shirt. My dad was real mad about it, but he didn't express any outrage like he would if I did something like that. It's like me wearing a dress to a funeral. Now obviously I couldn't do that back then, but I'm saying he didn't want to get on the girlfriend's bad side, so he didn't say nothing. But I brought it up to him years later, and that's why I say he is a very, like, what's the right word? He's a pussy whip ass dude, because he let a woman come between his own family and his children. But enough with him. The grandfather died, and it was like my first funeral. I saw his body, how they, presented it. It was, I really didn't break down crying until really the midst of the funeral. He was 92, and it was kind of sad. He didn't at least see me. He didn't know I graduated from elementary school. But when he died, the only thing that really kind of pissed me off, I hate when somebody dies, and understand the girlfriend is not my mom. She's not my stepmother. That's my dad's, the woman he fucked for, since 2003. Well, it may be other women too, just knowing his personality. But on the obituary, I'm only laughing when I said obituary because real quick, this guy was making, he was saying how he wasn't going to have to he wanted to get like something done, so he said he needed to take some time off from work. But really he wanted to take time off from work for something that he really shouldn't have been doing. He said he just lied and said that his grandmother passed away. And he said, "Oh, really? Well, I can make sure you get paid for those days off." And he said, "Oh, I appreciate that." And he's saying, "Well, just let me see the obituary, and yeah, just we'll sort all that out." He said, "The obituary? Yeah, your grandmother did die, right?" But back to the story. On the obituary, it was talking about my grandfather's children, his wife, and grandchildren. And guess who appeared on the obituary? The girl in the house. Now, she is not of our blood. I didn't like that at all. Even the half sister was on there too. Now, we were known, even though she's older than us, we are technically older than her when it comes to our dad's children. We are technically older because when you really think about it, she was born in 1998. Because when you have bastard children, they're not really born until you find out about them. So if you have a child, like let's say I had a child that was born in 2015, that's a really important year, and I'm just finding out about it now. I don't have a 9-year-old. I have my child is 0 years old, 0 day. Well, tomorrow the child will be 1 day old. Because if I knew about it, that's when the age starts. But I just didn't like how she was on the obituary. You know, she's not really like of our blood. Like she is, but not really, because her name is different. All 3 of us brothers have the same last name. I don't want to really get out my last name, but we all have that in common. Her last name, let's just say, her last name rhymes with the president who was caught getting pleasure in the White House. And another hit, her last name is a part of a TV show on Adult Swim that's based in Texas. I'll just say that. But yeah, that's my grandfather. That's just that one part.